Another live stream, my second live stream of the day, which is a record because I haven't went live twice in one day in months. In months. So yeah, I'm back with another live. I went live early this morning. It was an after work live, so I was struggling to get through that live stream. I'm not gonna lie, I had to end it because I was really sleepy. But I'm back. I'm back, rejuvenated, energized, and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to tap in this live stream, and yeah, you know, hopefully to pick up where I left off from the earlier live stream. Now, I want to start this live stream off as well by saying I didn't really address this, but RIP to all the victims of the Leland, Mississippi shooting that took place at the home. I think it was like a homecoming football game event. But it happened in downtown Leland. But nevertheless, RIP to everybody who lost their lives. Condolences go out to the families of those victims, and also, my thoughts and prayers go out to the victims whose lives are, like the ones who survived, but their lives are going to be forever altered by this unfortunate event that transpired in Leland, Mississippi. Now, for those, I'm pretty sure many of you are aware of where Leland, Mississippi is located, but Leland, Mississippi, for those who don't know, is located in the Mississippi Delta. I covered that region extensively here on this channel with my vlogs. I actually stopped through Leland, Mississippi. It's a small town, about 4,000, I think a population of about 4,000. And yeah, you wouldn't think something like this would happen in a town like that. It seemed, you would think it would be like a tight knit, and it is a tight knit, area, I would imagine. But unfortunately, you have your bad seeds in these areas, and if there's beef and all this other stuff that you know if that comes into play, then unfortunately that it affects everybody around that don't even have anything to do with it. They're at risk. So the thing is, the best thing to do in situations like that is just to, like, it's just basically just try to just remain positive and just hang out with the right people and stay away from the negativity, you know. Yeah, so that's basically what I want to touch on before I proceed. But yeah, RIP to all of those individuals, um, in the Leland, Mississippi tragedy. What's up, Nate? Long time no see, Nate. Hopefully everything's going good with you. Hope everything's going well. I haven't been going live as much as I was going live before, but I'm back to doing my live streams more on a regular basis. So yeah, I'm trying to stay more consistent with the live streams. I just had so much things going on. But I'm back. Everything is going well with me. And I'm glad things are going good with you as well, Nate. I appreciate you for tuning in this afternoon. But yeah, I'm still doing my vlogging. Still doing my vlogging. I plan on getting some more content on Thursday and posting it, over the course of the following days and whatnot. But yeah, just wanted to get on here and rap with you guys this afternoon. Also, for those who are just coming into the live stream, if you would tap that like button, I would greatly appreciate that. Just a couple taps on the screen or one click of a mouse, depending on what type of device you're using, would greatly be appreciated. Also, if you're new to this channel, if this is your first time coming across this channel, and you're curious as to what this channel is about, well, first and foremost, I would like to introduce myself. I'm P9. I am the host of this channel, P9TravelVlogs, where I go around to different cities and towns across America. Thus far, it's been strictly, my content has been strictly here in the States, but I do plan on branching out and getting more content in other parts of the world as well. And, and just covering, mostly covered content or covered areas mostly in the South, because that's the region where I'm from, where I live. But, if you guys are interested, go check out the content. And if you leave a comment, it will, and show engagement, that'll really definitely help this channel grow. I would appreciate you guys if you also would subscribe to the channel and, hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time I drop a vlog or I go live. So I appreciate that. Let's see. Let me get back to the chat. We have Damien says, what's up, Damien? Thanks for tuning in to the live. My boy Damo representing the Lou, St. Louis, my St. Louis brethren in the building. What's going on, Damo? Hopefully everything's going well with you. I appreciate you for tapping in to the live stream this afternoon. We have Jim Rat in the building. He says, awesome. I follow another guy that travels in Southeast Asia. Same thing. He does food and travel. Okay. That's what's up. I'm always interested in finding out, following other fellow travel vloggers as well. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. So I definitely would like to check out that content. I can't complain, fam. I hope all is well your way too. Yeah, I appreciate that, Damo. I've been seeing you've been doing your thing with the Vlogtober content. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really glad to see that. I'm really glad to see my community, my community on here just thriving and doing that content creation, getting into that content creation bag. It's very inspiring for sure. So, shout out to Damo. Damo straight go. If you also, if you haven't checked out his channel, go check out Damo's channel. He drops some really dope content. Very positive brother. Definitely go check him out. You know what I'm saying? Really cool content. You know what I'm saying? It just, very, very cool brother. But for the most part, y'all, just been on here, just been doing my thing, trying to get into my content creation bag, and and just really grow on this platform and just elevate in life in general. I can't wait to bring you guys more content. I haven't been as consistent as I would like with the content. I mean, I have been posting pretty, but you know how that go. You just, when you try to balance life and content creation, it could be a challenge at times. But I just want to check in with you guys every now and then and let you know I'm still on this grind. I'm still on this pursuit to grow the channel and to put out as much content as well. So you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Damo. Appreciate that. Bing Bing says my beans hurt. I don't know what that means. Bing Bing, if you want to elevate, why don't you get on an elevator and stop sitting around doing nothing? He trying to be funny. Bro. I see what you're saying, Bing Bing. But now I'm trying to do more than just get on an elevator. I'm trying to elevate just in general. But I see the joke you're trying to make though. But I'm just trying to elevate in life, man. Just trying to grow, And but I definitely don't be I definitely don't be sitting around doing nothing. Nah, that's something I don't do. I be on the grind, you know. I work a job. I work a 9 to 5. I go work out, go to the gym. You know, so and I go get content. So, you know, you don't have to worry about me sitting around doing nothing. Yeah, YouTube full of comedians, absolutely. Yeah, Damo, everybody trying to be funny, you know. Everybody trying to be funny. Absolutely. But yeah, but yeah, I'm just glad, you know, that I've been able to go live more frequently than I have been over the course of the past couple of weeks or so. I was coping. I sit around smoking drugs all day, and now I don't have teeth, and my beans hurt. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, Bing Bing. But I mean, I don't know what to say to that aside from, you know, maybe you just need to you know, find something that's going to keep you away from that type of activity. You know what I'm saying? If you can find something that could keep your mind occupied and off of that type of stuff, and you know, I mean, there's plenty of things you could do to keep yourself away from that type of you know, that type of activity. You know what I'm saying? You just have to find something that you're really interested in, and just because you don't want that to get a hold on your life. You don't want that to get you know, basically control your life. You got to take control of your life, and find something that you like to do that does not involve you you know, putting these substances into your body, and you know, taking a toll on your health and all this other stuff. So, you know, what's up, Donald Adams? Donald Adams asked, "What do you work with?" Are you referring to when you say "What do I work with"? Are you talking about what type of camera I use? What exactly do you mean by that? Yeah, what? Yeah, I was wondering that same thing, Damo. I was wondering what Bing Bing meant by beans. I think it's a fruit from Mexico. That's so you were referring to a fruit from Mexico when you said that? Oh, you were referring to job, Donald Adams? Um, I work at a distribution center for the post office. I do, you know, processing, processing the mail. Yeah, processing the mail. So I'm not an actual carrier. I just process the mail, you know, everything like that. Make sure it gets processed and get distributed to different stations so that the carriers can get the mail and, you know, do what they do, deliver it. Yeah. But yeah, man. But yeah, whenever y'all get a chance, you know, I know you guys are. I don't know if you guys have ever, if this is your first time encountering this channel, as far as Bing Bing or and Donald, as far as y'all are concerned. I don't know if this is your first time coming across this channel. But if you're not familiar with this channel, definitely whenever you guys get a chance, I ask that you please go check out the content, and you know, drop a comment, and you know, check out the content and show and tell me what you think. You know, oh, it's your second time. Okay, okay. Thanks for stopping by the live stream. I appreciate you, Donald. Appreciate you. You know, because like I said, man, without the support of the people, You know, this channel definitely wouldn't have any type of momentum or anything. So I appreciate everybody, each and every last one of you guys, for engaging with the, whether it's the live stream or whether it's the long form content. You know, Donald, or do I travel? Wherever I could travel, wherever. At this point, it's wherever. I can get to, from, in order to, it's basically wherever I can go that fits within my schedule and where I can balance it with my work schedule. So both, basically, here lately it's been mostly places in the South, like Tennessee, Alabama, occasionally the Carolinas. Whenever I can, I've been to Virginia. Did some content out of Virginia, Mississippi, Louisiana recently, in Arkansas. A lot of different places. Most of my content is been based in the Deep South, because that's where I live. That's where I live, and that's where I'm able to have easy access to at the moment. But when the more and more this channel grows, I'm gonna branch out to like parts of the country that are like West Coast. Plan on getting up north, and all different types of the regions of the country, as well as go to maybe do some content out in Canada, uh, you know, Japan. Just I want to do some international content as well. You know what I'm saying? Just so that way I can have some versatility as far as my content is concerned. So that's basically right now where I'm at on this channel. He said, I'm my own cousin. What you mean by that? I'm my own cousin. R.I.P. Ralphie May. Oh, R.I.P. to Ralphie May, whoever that is. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at with this channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, just trying to grow, and it's growing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm making progress. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a small fry in these YouTube streets, but you know, but I've been getting a lot of support, like I said, from my community here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And like, also getting new people to the channel as well. I'm getting random people, random people that like, that are from the cities that I cover. They'll come to the video, leave a comment talking about their experience growing up in that particular city or town, and you should go check out this place next. I get suggestions from people to where I should go, and everything like that. So I've been getting some feedback and interactions, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's instrumental in helping the channel grow. But yeah, but right now that's where I'm at. You know, I'm getting closer to 1,600 subs. My goal is to reach 2,000 by the end of this year, by December 31st of 2025. I plan on, or my goal at least, is to hit 2,000 subscribers. But I know I got to put in the work in order for that to happen. So, I'm willing to put in the work, and network, and do all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Create content, and just put out as much good content as I possibly can. And I'm still growing. I'm still growing. I'm still, what I'm saying? I'm still learning as I go. I still have a lot more to learn. I've had this channel now for a year and a half. So you know what I'm saying? So I've come a long way, and I feel like I still got a lot of growing that I like to do. But it's been, but at the same time, I've had a lot of fun in this process of building the channel. Met some really cool people, subscribed and supported some really cool people on here, their channels and everything. So yeah, man, it's just I'm just grateful to be in this position. But like I said, you know, I just say the biggest challenge really for me, personally, everybody has their own unique experience when it comes to being on YouTube and content creation. But I can tell you from my own experience so far, being on YouTube, having this channel, and my biggest challenge would be probably just balancing work and content creation. You know what I'm saying? So that could be a bit of it could be a bit of a challenge, but I embrace the challenge. I embrace it and just deal with it the best way I can. And you know what I'm saying? And the only thing I can really say to that is I appreciate everybody who's been supporting me in this process, because it can be tough. Yeah. But guys, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to this live stream. For those that are just coming into the live, make sure you hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Get the many more likes, the more engagement I get, the more this video will get out there to the algorithms and whatnot. You know, um, I want to talk. I want to talk about also on this live stream. I want to talk about places that I would like to visit in 2026. Um, I know short term, as far as 2025, right now, the only guaranteed trip that I know that I have coming up is I'm planning on going to the Smoky Mountains in North Carolina. The Carolina Smokies. Really, really, really cool vibe, peaceful vibe out there. So I'm looking forward to that, getting content out there. That's gonna be this week. What else? I might get a little bit more Tennessee content before the end of this year. For sure. And try to get as much content too in December. You know what I'm saying? Get some content. Now December, that's to be determined as to where I would travel. Um, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get as much motion as I can in December because that's gonna be a busy work time for us, busy schedule for us working, as well as like uh yeah, so trying to get content and December, that's peak season, people ordering stuff all the time. You know how that go, people spending money, but everything like that. So I'm gonna try to get as much content as I can in the month of December. But after that, like 2026, I know I'm gonna be really hitting I'm gonna really be hitting the grindstone as far as getting content. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like, yeah, definitely. Christmas is definitely the biggest season for USPS. Absolutely. Like, it's been times where we got bombarded, but we get so many deliveries. I mean, we get so many like coming into the plant. We get like so much mail. We get boxes and boxes, several containers that we gotta process. And like, and then like and we at a situation now where like we understaffed, man. We need to like basically we gotta like we gotta run up our staff. We gotta get people in there because with all this mail, we gonna have to have hands on deck to process all this mail. And I say really, it's really right around like Thanksgiving time, like around Thanksgiving, when the mail starts to ramp up and it just accelerates once we get around Christmas time. It just we be having the plant be packed with boxes of mail. You know what I'm saying? You know, but what the way I look at it though, it's like for me, I look at it as potential for overtime. I be trying to work as much overtime as I can, so I just basically just seize that moment to get that OT. What's up, Bambi? What's up? Good afternoon. How you doing this afternoon? My dad retired from being head of the medical unit at the downtown St. Louis location. He was there for 30 plus years. Woo! Salute to your pops, man. Salute to your pops, and congratulations on his retirement, Damo. That's what's up. I mean, when you put in 30 years at a job and and able to retire, man, that's a really huge accomplishment, man. So shout out to your pops, bro, for real. Oh, you work there as a Christmas casual, but yeah, the Christmas casuals. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Before you went off to college, still remember those orange lights? Yeah, man, bro, them lights, bro. I'm telling you, man, that stuff, bro. That stuff be going off like crazy, man. And that stuff be going off like crazy, bro. Like, and then having to pull out having to pull out all them boxes and having to move them out to the dock, and man, it's crazy, bro. I remember when I first started, bro. I was working on the dock. They mostly had the non-careers. They had us working on the dock mostly. We was just doing a lot of the grunt work, out there on the dock, pulling containers off the trucks, bro. It was crazy, bro. My best friend been there since we graduated high school in '01. He's a trucker driver slash trainer now. Wow. Yeah, so you talking about like 25, about rough close to 25 years, man. Man, they put in that work, bro. That's what I'm saying. When you put in that work like that, it's bro, it's crazy. But that's good though. Salute to him for that, man. When you put in when you put in that work and you have you got momentum going, it's like it's crazy, man. But it's good. It's a good that he's a truck driver now, having that type of career, having that type of job. That's really, the blue collar, bro, the blue collar workers, bro. Much salute and much respect to them, for real. To us, for real though, working on Haunted America Part 6, dropping Part 4 in an hour. Oh, okay. I gotta make sure I check that out, Bambi, for sure. I gotta make sure I check that out. I was a DJ for the USPS truck rodeo this year. Do y'all have those events at your location? Um, I don't think we had anything like I don't recall. They might have it. They might have it in Mobile. I think most events that take place through the Postal Service here in Alabama either be in Mobile or Montgomery, perhaps even Birmingham, but we haven't really had much going on here in Huntsville, which sucks, man. I'm like, bro, Huntsville's the biggest city in the state right now. We should be having more events like this, because it's Huntsville's now the largest city in the state. Like we should really be having stuff like this, have more community engagement. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be a good way to recruit people too, like to come work at the plant. You know what I'm saying? Work at the postal service, cause man, like for sure, cause we can use the people. But yeah, we definitely need more community engagement out here for real. Cause I mean, it's a nice city. Huntsville's a nice city. It's a lot of good people out here. But we definitely should I feel like too, we should definitely have just talk about these things, bring these type of things up in in like suggestion boxes and in the community discussions and stuff. Appreciate that, Damo. Appreciate that. Well, I work at the post office. I got respect for y'all, man. Salute, brother. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. The post office, you know, I remember bro, when the C19 hit, like Post office, we got hit real hard. We got hit real hard because of all the for one, all them kits we had to deliver, and then of course everybody was at home. Mostly people was at home, so all they was doing is ordering stuff, and yeah, it's bro, man, it's crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We haven't really had much downtime this year either, because like usually, in the summertime is when the mail volume goes down significantly. You know what I'm saying? It used to be like that anyway. Used to be like that years ago. During the summertime, the mail volume drops drastically. We have days where we hardly had any mail. But this year has been different, man. It's been crazy amount of mail. We ain't have really no we had really had not that much downtime, you know. What up, Ryan? My boy Ryan in the building. How everything been going with you, bro? Yeah, Bambi, you do be staying busy. You do be staying busy. Like I definitely respect your grind for sure. How else am I gonna make it? How am I going to make it rich and got sightseeing with it? Go sightseeing with P9. Can't go wild it out without money, sir. Nah, I feel you, Bambi. Yeah, that grind. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely when you have that type of grind like that. Much respect. I'll be feeling the same way. Like I need to keep this keep that content going and working, putting that work in. Like I said, man, the money ain't gonna make itself. We definitely got to put in that grind. For sure. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to my adventures though. Like and our adventures as well. You know what I'm saying? Just going places and just seeing these different places. You know what I'm saying? Someday, me, you, Lopez, Ryan, BD, gonna hit the Burning Man. Yeah, we should. We should, man, for sure. Yeah, we got a link for real. We got to link up for real. That's gonna be dope, man. Cause I think about it, I think yeah, all of them. I know BD. I think BD is already on that side of the country, like around in Arizona. And I think Lopez is in Arizona as well, and Ryan's getting ready to go. Ryan's getting ready to move to Arizona. They all gonna be in the same state, basically, or at least that's gonna be dope, man. We can just go out there and link up. Yeah, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be dope. I can't wait either. I can't wait either, for real. Think I'm gonna send you and Lopez to Woodstock next. Yes, yes, yes. Please. I would definitely like to see a Woodstock. I definitely like to see P9 turn up at a Woodstock festival, bro. That's gonna be that's gonna be great. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be fire, bro. That's gonna be fire, Bambi. I can see that now. Me and Lopez out there wilding out at Woodstock Festival. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for that. Yep, all of them in Arizona except us. Exactly, exactly. Oh, just imagine, man. Like, oh, I never like if I lived in Arizona. If I lived in Arizona, like I would have content. I'd be having content damn near every day. Just in Arizona, like it's just so much content, so much potential for content, and so much to cover out there. It's just insane. It's insane for real. Just in that state alone. We ain't even talked about. We ain't even got to New Mexico, Nevada, and all them other spots. Just in Arizona alone is just, man, that's crazy. My homegirl Stardust Dreamer, she's out there, and I believe she lives in New Mexico. I believe she out there in New Mexico. I'm like, bro, that's like, it's so much to see out there. Especially the architecture, and the culture and everything, the food, all that stuff. But yeah, man. Yeah, y'all. But I can't wait. I can't wait to go get this content and share it with you guys, and just go vibe out. Show you the landmarks. Show you the culture, the people, the interactions with the people, just the overall vibe. What else? Of course, the food, the restaurants, the food. You know what I'm saying? I like to paint the picture. I like to paint the total picture of these areas that I cover, because everybody, yes, we like to go look at the different landmarks and everything like that, but all that uh all that stuff like that, it make you hungry for sure. There's been times I've been out looking at different places, going to these places, looking at the different landmarks and everything, and I'll be like, bro, I can't wait to see what I can't. I'll be hungry. I can't wait to go stop and get an ice cream cone, or go grab a bite to eat at one of the local spots. Because my favorite place when I go to these places, my favorite restaurants to go to are the family owned local spots. You know what I'm saying? And like the places I like to shop at be like the locally owned, mom and pop stores. You feel me? Like it's no, because you get better treatment there. Like they treat you like family when you go up in that bad boy. You get really good service and everything. And that's been my experience every time I go to these places and go shop at one of the local spots, and or go eat at one of the local restaurants. Lily, what's cracking? Lily, long time no see. How you been? Whole lot to you as well. Whole lot to you as well. I've been doing good. Lily. Everything been going well with me. Just been grinding at the job, and just been chilling, grinding at the job, grinding with the content creation. I haven't been doing a whole lot of live streaming lately. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, like this is the first time in like probably months where I've done two live streams in one day. Like I went live this morning, and I was struggling to get through that live stream. I was struggling out because I had just got off work, and I was like, let me go live, talk to the people for a few minutes. And I tell you, I was struggling. I was about half asleep. I had to get off the live and got to go get me a nap. And I gotta get back on here when I got some rest. But yeah, this is my second time in one day that I went live. I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm pretty. Yeah, I'm glad that's good to know. Lily say missing you in these YouTube streets. Yeah, that's good to know, and I miss y'all as well. For real. Just chopping it up with y'all, like it's a lot of fun for real. Yeah, man. Just seeing you guys in here, and being on this live stream, just chopping it up with you guys, really brings a lot. It gives me a lot of joy. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been missing that for a while. Yo, Lily, it's funny you asked that, Lily, because I hit up the gym. I went to the gym yesterday for the first time in like probably a month and a half. Like, and I was thinking, I was thinking about sea life. You know, I was thinking about sea life. I'm like, yo, I like, I gotta let sea life know I'm back. I'm back on the gym grind. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yeah, yeah. I haven't. Yeah, but I've been. Yeah, I've been getting back to my workout too. You know what I'm saying? Which definitely helps my mood. You know what I'm saying? Helps my mood. It helps my energy. My energy levels is back up. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I got to get right. I got to get right. You know what I'm saying? Summer 2026 will be here before you know it. I'm trying to vlog. I'm trying to go out there and vlog with my tank tag. I'm trying to go sightseeing and you know, while I got the, you know what I'm saying, with the muscles and everything. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, Bambi. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you be coming into the lives and coming and watching the videos and everything, and that you enjoy, you know, just vibing with your boy. You know. Facts, Lily. Yeah, get fit for the summer. Find a Miss P9 so we can get a couples vlog. That's definitely in the works for sure. That's definitely in the works. Like, yeah, you go get it. You go get it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, that'll be really cool, you know. You know, have yeah. What up, ya ya? Ya ya in the building. What's cracking? How you doing this afternoon? So I'm so glad to see y'all come into the live stream. You know what I'm saying? Y'all a whole vibe. I promise y'all a whole vibe for real. I got 11 likes in here. I got 11 likes, so that's good. We doing good. We got, you know, we can hit that, you know, we can hit that 20. If we can get it between 15 to 20, we'd be really good. But yeah. Now we at 12. Now we at 12. Okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, how y'all doing this afternoon? How y'all doing this afternoon, you know? My YouTube family, man. My YouTube family for sure. Yeah. Said I've been. Oh, you got 13 on your end? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, it's at 13. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I'll keep them likes coming. Keep them likes coming. Y'all talking about she cooking dinner. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Like I'm ready to I'm ready to get me a plate myself, you know. I had lunch. I had lunch about like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours ago. So I'll probably be ready to eat again in another couple hours, probably about six. You know, yeah. But what you whipping up? What you whipping up today? Yeah, yeah. I saw that pot roast. I saw that pot roast you had on your community tab. And by the way, I didn't even know I wasn't even subscribed to your channel. Yeah, yeah. I had no idea I wasn't even subscribed to your channel, but I subscribed when I went to go look at your at that pot roast. I was like, I thought I was already subbed to your channel. That's interesting. Hey, appreciate that, Layla. Layla Maldonado says new sub here from Nuestra Familia's channel, so AKA Lily. So appreciate you for the subscribe for you subscribing and supporting the channel, Layla. I really appreciate that. See, Lily, you a real one. You a real one, Lily. Appreciate you for you know, sending Layla over here. or her finding out, or either finding out about the channel through your channel. I appreciate that. Yaya says she making bacon, eggs, and French toast. Ooh, goodness, sounds so good. I love me some French toast. Love me some French toast. Heck yeah, that's a winning combination right there. Yeah, we had 14 likes. Yes, yeah, the likes keep going up. And see, the engagement is really cool. The engagement is really cool. Yeah, biscuits and gravy, absolutely. Yeah, see, yeah, I'm a southerner. I'm from the south, so that's right up my alley. That's our thing down here. Love some good some breakfast food, especially some bacon and eggs, and throw some grits in there. We real, yeah, for real. That's how we get down here. Yeah, yeah, man, for real, for real. Y'all making me hungry. I just ate. Yeah, Damo. Look. I ate lunch. I had lunch about probably close to 2 hours ago. Let's see, what time is it? It's four. Yeah, so a little over 2 hours ago, I ate lunch, man. I'm already my appetite already starting to come back to me again. I had me some I had me some, what was it? I ate at this restaurant called Slim Chickens. Ate at this restaurant called Slim Chickens. It had like some chicken tenders and some barbecue wings. Some barbecue wings and some fries, just a little something like that, you know. But I'm probably gonna go in. I had some my girl made me some chicken and rice. So I'm gonna have that for leftovers, some chicken and rice the other day. Chicken rice and what is it? And some cornbread. I had that for leftovers for dinner. Oh, that sounds, hey, lasagna and garlic bread. Ooh, man, that sounds good as hell. Yeah, man, I love me some lasagna and yeah, I mean garlic bread, bro. You can't go wrong with that, bro. Can't go wrong with that for real. We have a Slim Chicken here. I've never had it though. It's kind of new here. Yeah, Slim Chickens is pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Like you know, I've had it a cut. That's probably like my second or third time eating there. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Like I give it between them and Zaxby's. That's like they biggest. Like here in Huntsville, like they have like that. That's the biggest competitor to Zaxby's is Slim Chicken. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's their biggest competitor here. And Slim Chickens usually they generally draw a bigger crowd than Zaxby's. But from what I've been noticing, and they got the whole vibe. They got the flat screen TVs. They be playing the game. They be playing like depending on what day you go or what time of the day you go. They be having the NBA games up there, the college football games, and it's a whole vibe there, and the food's pretty good. You got the milkshakes, and they got a very versatile menu. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, chicken and rice is good, man. And with the cornbread, oh heck yeah, you eat that. You know what I'm saying? You good, man. That's very filling, very filling. Yeah, chicken Alfredo with broccoli too. See, man, I'm getting hungry, bro. My appetite that came back again. For real. My appetite then came back again. But yeah, man. Man, it's nothing like a good home cooked meal, bro. A good home cooked meal is like everything, man. Like for real. It's just like, you know, people, they, you get a good home cooked meal. People cook with a lot of love and a lot of, what I'm saying, put their heart and soul into it. You throw down on that plate. You know what I'm saying? What was that, Braxton? Is this Braxton? Braxton says, "Holy hell, why I ain't got no notifications for this live?" If this is Braxton, um, first and foremost, welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here. I appreciate you for tuning in. I know it's been a minute, but yeah, bro. I don't know. Like, how'd you come across the live stream? Were you scrolling on the home page and came across the live? Yeah, I don't know why you're not getting the notifications. But at any rate, though, how you been, Braxton? How everything been going? How everything been going with you? I know it's been a minute. Okay, you were scrolling. Yeah, I figured that's probably how you saw it. Probably just scrolling through. And I just came across it. Across, and my life is decent, not okay, and okayish. Oh wow. Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. We can only do what we can do, man. We can only get through life the best way we can navigate it. So I feel you on that. You know, but man, yeah. But I just been like I said, I haven't been doing the live streaming as much lately. I have been dropping vlogs here and there. Doing and I'm gonna continue to do that. So that way I can, stay active on the platform. But I can't be here for long. Gotta go grab my kid. That's understandable. That's understandable for sure. And I appreciate you for taking the time to stop by the live stream today. I really appreciate that, Braxton. Um, yeah, man. I'll comment on it later. Yeah, yeah, go check it out, man. Go check it out. Hopefully here pretty soon. I'm not sure when, but hopefully here pretty soon I can get out there to Texas and do some content. I ain't been to Texas in a couple of years, man. I ain't been to Texas in a couple of years. And at the time, last time I've been to Texas was before I even started this channel. I went to go out there to go visit family. You know what I'm saying? Out there in the DF Dub. Out there in the DF Dub, man. Arlington to be exact. Yeah, man. But yeah. Shout out to Dallas, Fort Worth, and all the surrounding areas. Shout out to what's my other favorite part of Texas? Uh Tyler. I like Tyler. I mess with Tyler. You know what I'm saying? Got a few relatives out there. The Houston area. Shout out to Houston as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But Texas, that's a trip. That is a trip from it's not super long. It's not a super long drive from Alabama. Like I've taken that drive from Huntsville to like Arlington, Texas. That's probably like anywhere between 9 to 10 hours. It isn't super long. For some, that seems like an eternity, though. You know what I'm saying? That seems like an eternity. The problem with me, you know what I'm saying? The thing about me is that it's not so much the distance, it's just the time, like the time, like you know what I'm saying. That's why we need, like, bro, we need anywhere between 3 to 4 days off of work. Like our work schedules should be condensed to anywhere between 3 to 4 days a week at least. Like, you need at least 3 days off of work on an average day. Like 2 days, in my opinion, ain't enough. Especially doing what I do. it'd be tough, like, to really get, I need anywhere between 3 to 4 days. Like, we should be advocating for that. Like 3 to 4 days a week. We can squeeze in, like, we should be able to squeeze in a 40-hour work schedule within maybe 3 or 4 days and have 3 to 4 days off of work. You know what I'm saying? Man, if I had that, bro, if I had it situated like that, I'd be having a gang of content. But I'll say I do pretty good, given that I work a full-time job. I still do a pretty good, decent job getting, at least I think I do. Hopefully you guys think the same thing. I do a pretty decent job getting content, getting as much content as I can, given the fact that I work a full, 40-hour work week, you know what I'm saying, with occasional overtime. So, yeah. Oh, excuse me, I bumped the table. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, man, we got 15 likes. We made it 15 likes, man. So I'm happy about that. I appreciate y'all, everybody who came into the live stream and liked the video and who've been engaging with the content, who've been engaging with the videos, live streams, all that good stuff. And, you know, but yeah, for those that are still in the live, that's still in the live stream, uh, you know, uh, I wanna pose this question to you guys. Like, where would you like to see P9? Where would you like to see P9? I hate to refer to myself in third person, but where would you like to see me travel to and provide commentary and, insight, and go cover? You know what I'm saying? What would be a place y'all would like to see me go? Because I like to get you guys' input on things as well with the channel, because I feel like that's a really good way of helping me grow as well. Bambi says a haunted place. I do it. Yeah, I do it. I do it. I do it. Yeah, that would be nice though. That would be really cool. Like, like in New Orleans, the Madame Laurie house. Okay, I got to keep that in mind. And New Orleans got a whole bunch of haunted spots. Like New Orleans, that just strikes me as a city. Like matter of fact, Louisiana in general. You know what I'm saying. It just strikes me as a place that just has a bunch of those type of spots. Them haunted spots. Like you mentioned before, like you mentioned in your video, Bambi, about St. Francisville. Like that would be really cool place to go hit up. Like, yeah, definitely. I'm going to be talking about the South in episode 6. That's one of the spots. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Matter of fact, Bambi, I just got a notification. I just got a notification that the premiere is going to be in 30 minutes. So I'm going to be sure to go check that out. Your stories are just they're just so captivating. So I'm going to go check it out. I got a notification saying it's going to be in another 30 minutes premiering. But yeah. Yeah, yeah, the South, man, we got some very interesting places down, like as far as like, haunted places, of course, you got the old plantation houses and stuff. You got a lot of those down here, a lot of plantation houses. It's crazy. I could tell. Yeah, yeah, definitely, Bambi. I could tell you definitely take pride in those type of videos. The mental illness, how you cover that. I've actually learned a lot. I learned a lot about these mental illnesses and stuff like that, these different conditions and things like that. My cartoons are just being me, are just me being silly and shouting you guys out and promoting you. Yeah, that's what makes you a real one, Bambi. That's what makes you a real one. For for you promoting us like that, putting us in there and putting the get introducing us to your audience and everything like that. It's greatly appreciated. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people think they know, but they really don't. And when you brought up the mental illnesses, it's like it's so many layers to different conditions, these mental conditions. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many layers to it. Like it's just stuff that I had no idea even. So yeah, it's good that you point those things out in the videos. I loved your ad. I thought it came out so good. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was wondering like how it turned out. I'm glad you think that it turned out good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to do the best that I can. I try to make it simple so the common person can understand and try not to make it boring. Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's the main thing. Just where people can people can relate to it and everything like that. And that's what makes it interesting because it's a lot of it's relatable. A lot of it is relatable. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, I be watching that stuff and being like, I be blown away by some of the stuff I be learning. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. My gift to you, bro. Yeah, shout. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, Bambi. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's like for real though, like it's really good knowing that you got people on here that'll support you and and encourage you and like I said, you guys really make it to where it really pushes me to really want to keep going out there getting uh get out there and getting content and delivering good content into you guys. The echo chamber one really hit home for a lot of people, I noticed. Yeah, nah, for real. That's the thing. When you put out that content like that and it really, and it resonates with people like that, yeah, that's what really makes it really makes it dope. I want you to make money just like me. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely, Bambi, for sure. That's really that'll really be cool for real. That'll be dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just being able to put out content out there and people really enjoy it. It just really just and to make some money, it's just like that's always a good thing for sure. That's always a good thing. I said I really do be enjoying like and then going into the live streams and going into the live streams, watching the videos and yeah. It definitely is. Yeah, it definitely is a bonus for sure. Like, you put out the content and and you make some bread in the process. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You know, it's really cool. It's really cool. It's a really cool thing. And I'm just really grateful to be in this position that I'm in, you know. Yeah. Entertain and make bread. Yeah, that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game for sure. for sure. Like, I really, that's why I like doing what I like. That's why I like doing what I do, because I know people are really drawn to it, really drawn to it. And I always look at, and I look at it like this too. I always think of ways I could, add some more flavor to the videos, you know what I'm saying? And just to, like, and to make them interesting, because I know people, and I know a lot of people are interested in them because, of the history, the visuals, the commentary, of course, you know what I'm saying? I try to be like like, I be wanting to, like, tell some jokes in here and there, and infuse some humor into the vlogs. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people like to laugh, so I try to infuse as much humor as I possibly can into these vlogs, and at the same time, educating the people and all that good stuff, and having it to where people might want to go visit these places. It's a lot of, but some places though, yeah, it's like some places I've been, it's kind of like I've been in some places and they really open your eye. Like I said, when I went to the Delta, when I went to the Mississippi Delta, and I went to the Arkansas Delta, and I also went to northern Louisiana, a lot of those towns, it really opened my eyes to, and I also plan on going to the Black Belt region and here in Alabama. Like, these places, are very economically depressed areas, and it's like it really opens your eyes to, like, how one point in time these places were like thriving. They were boom towns, they were thriving, they had a lot of, they were economic powerhouses, and just to see them just basically, um turn into a bunch of urban decay and all this other stuff, it's just like, it's very sad, because it's like, you know, these places used to be places where people could go visit, and now it's like they don't really have much of the economy, don't really have much. The only thing that's really fueling these places, are like, basically they lean on community support, they lean on the locals, and even in it's hard too for them to get a lot of these businesses to get a lot of support, because a lot of the people in the area just don't have the money like that. They don't really have a really strong job market like that. A lot of times people just have to, and the people that do work, whatever type of jobs that they have, whatever type of money they are able to bring in, they have to use it to pay, take care of typical expenses. And, a lot of times they don't have a lot of extra money to go eat at certain restaurants or to go support certain businesses. So, it's just, it's just unfortunate. But, out of all those areas, the place that I saw that probably has some potential for, like, growth over the next economic growth over the course of probably the next 3 to 4, maybe 5 years, was like the Mississippi Delta. Like, out of those three regions that I pointed out, the Mississippi Delta, the Arkansas Delta, and the northern Louisiana region. The one I see that has the most potential for growth out of all three of those is the Mississippi Delta. It seems like they have, like, some development going on here and there, and potential job growth in some areas. But yeah, a lot of those places, due to culture and that cycle of environment, are poor, right? Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's like, and these places have been poor for quite some time. Like, you talking like multiple generations of poverty, like, and it's just like crazy, man. It's one thing to see it in the big cities. It's bad enough to see the struggles in the big cities, but to see the small town struggle like that, it's even more. It's even more, because I feel like they have less opportunities, because because they're so small. And of course in the bigger cities, they're gonna there's gonna be more investments in the bigger cities, because of this bigger population. But you know, but the thing is, you too, a lot of it too is that, it has to work both ways. Like, I feel like in the bigger cities, the more, they're gonna do their investments just due to the fact that they have the population. Like, let's just say businesses, they invest in businesses and in jobs and stuff like that, because they know in the bigger cities they have the population that to support those businesses, or those jobs or whatnot. But in the smaller towns, it's like they don't really have the population like that, and see, in the bigger cities too, it works both ways. I say it works both ways because you still want to invest in areas that the people are going to like take full advantage of opportunities. And instead of being out in the streets committing crimes, they're going to go out and actually go get the jobs, work, and contribute to the economy, the economic growth. So yeah, so these are just the many things that I've learned, on my travels. It's just that, you just see how life is in the smaller cities, and you see how life is in the bigger cities. And the reason why I go to smaller cities a lot more frequently than I go to the big cities. I still go to big cities from time to time, but I pretty much I spent a lot of time growing up in bigger cities, mid-sized cities to bigger cities. So I pretty much already kind of figured that, I already know a lot about how things operate. But in the smaller cities and smaller towns, I never really had that experience of seeing those like that. And it's very eye opening, just and just seeing, and you learn a lot about these places too. So episode 6 of Haunting America, I'm covering the South, so I think you may be into that one for sure. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm gonna go check that out for sure. I'll be sure to check that out for sure, and that's gonna be really, that's gonna be something that's really gonna be a lot of very, very insightful for sure. I've lived all over. I'm doing 5 tomorrow. I'm going to keep doing it until I get bored. Nah, for real, I'm looking forward to it though. Like, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I see that the premiere. Um, I see that the premiere is coming up in, what is it, 12 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna be sure to check it out. I already have it up and everything. Have it up, ready to rock and roll. So in 12 minutes, I'll be, tapping in and watching the video. Can't wait to the premiere. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to see it, because especially you covering the South, that's right up my alley. Got 17 likes. 17 likes in this live. Okay. 17 likes. Three more will be at 20. That's the most amount of likes I've had in a while, Really, it's fun watching and talking about the places with you. I enjoy that. Give us something we could talk about. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It always opens up, you know, interesting conversation. discussions, because yeah, like I said, these places, each and every one of these places have their own story, their own unique identities and everything like that. You know, their own politics, everything. These cities are unique. Most they, very much unique. Even the smaller towns, I feel like I've always felt like the smaller towns are more intriguing than the bigger cities. Even though there might be more things to do in the bigger cities, the smaller towns I feel like have more interesting history. Are you familiar with the old Charleston jail? I've heard about that. I've heard about it. I've heard about the old Charleston jail because Charleston, South Carolina. That's another city I would like to visit. I definitely would like to go to Charleston, South Carolina. I actually forgot about that. I forgot all about because I remember we was talking about Savannah, Georgia the other day. And Savannah and Charleston aren't that far from each other, and they have a lot of similarities. So like yeah, that's Charleston is another place I would like to visit. hmm Oh, you gonna cover that in six as well? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I'll definitely let you know when I hit up Charleston for sure. Yeah. I definitely know. I know Charleston got some spots. Charleston got it. Charleston is just it's so many places to visit in Charleston. Like it's crazy the amount of history is in that's in that city. Even the people, like the food out there, the people that culture, the what is it, who was it, the Gullas and the Geechees, them people out there, yeah. I've always wanted to visit Charleston. I never Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching the live stream. Like, I'm getting ready to go make me a sandwich because I done got hungry again. So I need to. I'm going to go make me a sandwich. Um, get me, get me give me like a little cup of lemonade or something. Give me something to drink. And I'm gonna sit back and watch this premiere of Bambi Palermo's Haunted America. Can't wait to, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Of course, I appreciate you, Bambi. I appreciate Ryan for tuning in. I appreciate Braxton. I appreciate Yaya, Damo. I appreciate Lily, Layla. Appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate Sasquatch. Sorry, I missed I missed it. I accidentally overlooked it earlier. But Sasquatch, I want to give you a shout out. Um, Donald Adams, appreciate you. Bing Bing and Jim Rat and my boy Nate who tuned into the live stream earlier. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning into this live stream. It was a great live stream, and very insightful, also humorous at times. So yeah, so definitely look forward to going live with you guys again tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Peace.